What's going on, everybody? My name is Zach Hartley, and in this video I'm going to look at 4 different cannabis companies and we're going to buy options in one of them. So let's get right into it and jump into my screen. So the main reason that I'm interested in this industry right now is because we are seeing 4 different companies that are moving very similarly. And when they move very similarly, it gives me confidence to predict how they're going to move and make a trade. So let me show you what I'm talking about. The first one we're looking at is Aurora Cannabis. So right here you can see price jumps up to about $26, $28. It has another little bump here at the beginning of June, and then it falls all the way back down to 16 before having 2 very positive trading days here today and yesterday. We're also seeing the MACD come very close together, and it looks like it could cross over pretty soon. On top of that, the RSI is about to break through the midway point. So that's one company. The next one we're going to look at is Aphria. This is another Canadian company. And as you can see here, they had a slight little bump at the beginning of June. They've come back down and settled down just like Aurora did. And in the last 2 days, they've had 2 very positive days of trading. So that's 2 companies down that are moving pretty similarly. Let's look at Hexo. If you look at Hexo, the exact same thing. In June, they had a massive bump up to about $1.6. They came back down to just under $1, and now they've had 3 positive trading days sitting at about $1.09 right now. And the last one that I want to look at is Canopy Growth Corp. This is the largest one in Canada, and it's the exact same photo again. A big bump up beginning of end of May, a little bump up in June, and then it sat down at about $22, and for the last 2 days it's had very positive trading. So the entire industry for the last 2 days has been very positive. We're seeing turnarounds on all of the MACD, we're seeing positive correlations on the RSI, and it looks like we have the makings of a trend reversal in the industry. So I don't want to put in a massive position because I'm not 100% confident in the position yet, but because of all the different symbols and 4 different companies moving very similarly in an upward direction, I do want some exposure to this right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to buy options on Aphria. The reason I like Aphria is because they have fantastic distribution. They're a great value in terms of revenue for the stock that you're buying, and they had terrible news that came out about 1.5 years ago where they were growing illegally. Since then they've made some drastic changes, but I think that news has kind of lingered with them, and it's made investors very wary because it did cause a major drop at the time. So however, I do like Aphria as a company, and their options also provide a decent amount of liquidity, meaning that there are enough that I can buy and sell. So the option that I'm looking at today is for an August expiry, August 21st expiry, and I'm looking for a strike price of $7 right now. So as of right now, it would be a strike price of $7, and they're asking for 50 cents per option. Now, to me, that sounds pretty reasonable. I'm going to buy 100 of them. It's going to cost me $50 per contract. Remember, a contract is worth 100 shares. And so for me to break even on this at a strike price of $7, I'm going to pay 50 cents for that contract on each option. Therefore, if the price gets above $7.50 by August 21st, I will have made a good amount of money. So I'm going to buy these right now. I'm going to buy a good amount of units actually. So we're going to buy to open, and I'm going to buy 210. I'm going to buy 30 units at and then let's go from there. So 30 units, I'm going to buy them at the market price on the Canadian market price today, strike price of $7, and we are good to go. All right, so you click continue. It's going to ask me to confirm this trade. I'm going to go through that, confirm one more time, and then it'll put us in here. So here's the trade that I just made. So I bought calls to open. I bought 30 of them. They were call options on Aphria with an expiration of August 21st, 2020 at $7 on the Canadian market at market price. They're open for the day. The estimated commission was $47, and the total trade is going to cost me $1,500. So not a massive trade, but it should give me a great return if the entire cannabis industry goes up, and it's going to give me good exposure. So we're now into Aphria. I'm going to go back to the trade here. So let's go back to Aphria, and let's draw out this line here. So Aphria, and if this price hits $7.50, we are going to be doing extremely well on this. So $7.50 right there. So as you can see, we don't need to move a whole lot more. Like, we're fairly close to it at 661 right now. And if we get a couple more days of big movement before August 21st, we should do extremely well on this option. So I'm feeling good about this one. We're gonna let this ride out for a couple of weeks, and we'll see you in the next little video. If you have any questions, send me an email. Thank you so much.